What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you another video in my must have must gag series. This is a series that I created inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series and the community playlist linked down below, as well as all the items that I discussed today will be listed and linked as long as they are available down below. I will have information about my makeup look when it becomes available. I have recorded it and it is my first look and another 3 looks 1 palette. So very excited about that. So I'm recording this on Sunday and I'm recording this late because my weekend has been interesting. If you follow me on my Instagram, you know that I just recently finished a workout challenge with my dad and I am still recovering. We finished on Saturday and I had pretty much all day Saturday, but like I couldn't move. I could not move. I can now move, but I still have some aches. I need to get a little bit more medicine in me to try and reduce some of those aches, but I'm doing better. And because I'm doing better, I did want to go ahead continue on with recording things and getting things out there for you guys. So sorry if this is not going to actually go up on Sunday, but if it does not go up on Sunday, it's definitely going to go up on Monday, and I might even add 1 or 2 more videos this week just to apologize in my own way. I do also have, you know, the air conditioner has finally graced its presence in my house. I'm very excited about that fact. So we won't be bothered by outside noises, hopefully. I think that's it. If you do want to know about the workout challenge, I will be doing probably a get ready with me or a shop my stash discussing it. It won't be my next one up because I have already pre-recorded one, but it will be coming in the month of July, most likely. Cross your fingers. I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else. Your girl is starting to lose energy and we haven't even begun, so I need to go ahead and scoot over and hopefully begin. Okay, so even though I have been busy and just not really checking for a lot of things right now, I have been able to find quite a few things. So this is probably going to be a long-ish video, not as long as last week though. Cross your fingers. Okay, so first we have Spellbound Beauty has launched new makeup. They've launched a Mystique Spellbound Beauty palette, and then just a Spellbound palette with maybe some liquid lipsticks. The liquid lipsticks, the shades just don't attract me at all. The eyeshadow palettes, I would say the one that's most unique is the Mystified Spellbound, where you have a green, some blues, a purple, a red. That's a very interesting color scheme. I actually wouldn't hate to bring that into my collection, and it's only $15, so definitely interesting. I would like to see if anybody's ever tried their brand before. I've never heard of them before, and just always interesting. I've never heard of them because they look to be brand new. I just follow them on their Instagram. Very few followers on there. So exciting to see if they grow and where they grow, all of that jazz. Next, Chaotic Cosmetics is launching a Pastel Hazard Hydra palette, which is yet another brand coming out with these UV pastel things. An obscene amount of indie brands are coming out with that. I'm wondering if like the companies or the manufacturers, it's like is it like on discount or something? I don't understand. Anyways, this is an actual palette. I like the idea of a palette, but honestly I don't like the look of this palette, and I know that's pretty conceited and like superficial, but it is what it is. So hopefully, what is it, Midas Cosmetics, their palette looks a little bit better than this, but similar colors, because I've been getting quite a bit of use out of my hydro liners and stuff like that, especially the ones from Silver Beauty, which I will be talking about another one of those later on today. Tarte has come out with the Juicy Lip Gloss Trios that launched on QVC. I've never been somebody to watch QVC, understand it. Isn't that the one on TV, or is that the one on the internet and it like has a limited amount of stock and time? I don't know. Okay. Either way, I think that all of these colors look really, really nice on the darker person's complexion. And these are the types of lip products that I've been reaching for most often. I've been reaching for glossy lips, or just cream lips. I mean, you guys have seen this way too much in my description, but this Toast and Butter Lip Tensity from MAC, I have just been crushing, and I'm gonna be very, very sad when this is no longer, when I finish this, because it's no longer available. They don't have anything left of this line, which I'm highly disappointed at. I found that 2 of their lip products in that line were beautiful. I have like 3. So anyways, I think that this will be really cool. I think that they're going to eventually launch this into like their normal range in Sephora or Ulta, and when they do, I will be there. I've been eyeing a lot of these glossy stick formulas. Fenty just came out with them. Tarte's coming out with them. I've seen them come out from Maybelline. I believe even NYX has come out with products like this recently. So your girl is here for it. And when I can buy makeup again, when I want to buy makeup again, I will definitely be checking for some more of these products, because I just haven't been reaching for my more liquid lipstick formulas that much. I do reach for them on time to time, but just overall, I've been getting a lot more use out of these glossier lips, especially for like work right now. When I do put a lip product on, I need it to be very moisturizing under that mask, the Fakakta mask. And having products like this works. So I've been tending to wear a clear lip gloss under my mask, but still, it's the thought that counts. Shop Dime Co. is coming out with a Sumerita a Sumerita eyeshadow palette. It's $24.99, and this is a beautiful palette. Beautiful palette. You have some greens, some blues, an orange, a red, a pink, and like a magenta color. I love this palette. This will definitely be a palette that finds its way into my collection, finds my way to me when I can buy makeup again. I'm doing my best not to find too many excuses to buy things that I truly, truly do not need. But some of these eyeshadow palettes lately have just been bangers, and I have things to celebrate, y'all. I didn't buy anything for graduation. I haven't bought anything for accomplishing that workout challenge. I feel as though I have things that I could buy. Next, Wink Beauty by Christina has come out with their very first makeup palette, and it's called the Get Bubblicious eyeshadow palette. It retails for $24, and it's pretty much half neutral, half colorful palette. For me, it's not what I'm looking for. I think the neutrals are okay, but it's not my type of neutrals. I like a more yellow based brownie neutral. That's where I like to be at. I think the colors are pretty, but just nothing really unique, although that blue is kind of unique. It would be interesting to try that blue out. 80s Beauty Cosmetics is coming out with a Betty's Diner eyeshadow palette, and it's 15 shadows. There looks to be quite a few glitters in this, like quite a few, like 3 or 4 if not more. That is just not for me. I love the packaging. I think the packaging is so fun and cool. I even think the color scheme is nice. I really do. But the fact that there are a decent amount of glitters, it's not for me. Divina Cosmetics is also coming out with, I believe, 3 new singles, and I think I have a photo of all of them swatched together. Yes, I do. So one is Centaurus, the next one is Tensana, and the last one is Moonlit. I think for me, I would love Moonlit. I don't think I have a silver from Divina, but I do have a silver. And Tenkana I think is beautiful as well. Same with Centaurus. All of Divina's shadows are beautiful. I would highly recommend Divina's shadows if you are interested. I just don't think I need any of these, so I'm just going to have to pass. X&O Cosmetics is coming out with eye pencils that you could put on your waterline or whatever have you. I have tried from this brand. I've tried an eyeshadow palette from this brand, and I really enjoy it. The formula is beautiful, the color scheme is beautiful. I just enjoy it overall. These are not any colors that would be unique to my collection. I have all of these colors in eye pencils, so that's the only reason why I'm not going to go ahead and pick any of these up. But I will be interested to see what happens with this range if they continue to expand and create cooler or more interesting colors. Hank & Henry has created a Las Hermanas palette, and this is a really pretty palette. It looks like there is one glitter in here, but there are quite a few mattes and 3 shimmers. The shimmers don't look all that appealing. They look okay. So I think overall that's gonna have to be a pass for me, but it's exciting. Bitterleaf Beauty came out with a highlighter, or a product if you will, to talk about or to show their support of inclusivity. And although I think this is a cool idea, looking at the swatch, I can't help but wonder where in the dickens you gonna be wearing this. I mean, maybe as an eyeshadow, but that looks like a huge pan, and it just I like the idea. I really do. I like that this brand is showing that they're inclusive and they're supporting people of all walks of life. I truly do. But where is the purpose in bringing this into my collection? I truly don't see it. So it is going to have to be a pass for me. Can I scroll? Thank you. Okay. Laura Geller is coming out with some new highlighters, some baked dulce highlighters. For me, to be quite honest, I'm not really checking for highlighters like that right now. I'm more into extending my cream collection, which you guys will be seeing soon. And I've been enjoying the products. I haven't tested them. I will be doing it very soon. I want to get through this 3 Looks 1 palette first, but I just can't wait to bring more cream, specifically blushes and bronzers in my collection. Highlighters, I feel like I have quite a bit. I feel like I really got a good range when I was buying makeup previously, and I don't really need any more. Morphe has come out with some more face palettes, and they seem to have one for 5 different skin tone ranges. I think I appreciate that they have done this based on skin tone ranges, and that there is quite a bit variety between all 5 palettes. But for me, this is just not something that I need. I know me, I know I love face palettes, but I don't need this many products in a face palette, let alone each face palette has a contour. I do not contour. My cheeks are chiseled enough, okay? Your girl don't need to cut nobody with her face. So it's a wrap for me because of that. Honestly, that's the main thing. Everything else I could probably finesse to use in some way, manner, or form, but just the fact that there's a contour, I'm good. Colourpop has released a new foundation in their Pretty Fresh range. I haven't tried anything from this range yet, but a lot of people are really enjoying this range. I've seen quite a few reviews just from watching YouTube in general. You know how it is. But I have too many foundations. It's that simple. I have too many foundations. When I was buying makeup the previous 3 or so years, I was very into foundation because my skin was just not where it's at now, and so I was buying so many different foundations. I wanted to review foundations. I loved it, and I don't need that many foundations. Currently, I'm working on 2 and I'm doing good. I mean, I have decent amount of even more pan in both of these, and I don't need it. I would love to be done with my Becca's skin by the end of the year, if not the end of the summer. I don't know if I'm gonna be done by the end of the summer because I can't wear makeup to work because of the mask, but I have a decent, I mean a significant amount of pan up at top, and I'm very excited about that. So, you know, I finished 2 or 3 foundations this year, and that's a lot for me. I've been getting through my foundations, really focusing and honing in on them, and I want to continue on. I don't want to have more than like 5 to 10 foundations in a collection. I just don't think it's necessary to have more than that. And so I'm going to continue to whittle down all the foundations that I like but aren't my favorite until I get down to that core group of foundations that I truly enjoy. So for me, although I think the foundation range is beautiful, the idea of this is nice. I love a medium buildable with natural finish. That is the kind of foundation that I've been reaching for lately and just enjoying more. It's not something that I need. Kara Beauty Official has come out with both a mascara and eyeliner. I want so much from this brand that this is going to be one of those brands that I just buy one of pretty much everything when I can. I will be probably doing like a full face from this brand because I'm just so intrigued by them. So many different things. And yeah, I'm enjoying bringing more indie products into my collection, ranging from like this eyeliner and mascara all the way to the things that I already have, which is lip products and eyeshadow. So very excited to get more from this brand. Not more, very excited to try this brand and see where that love goes. Melody and Kuromi, they're doing a collaboration with Wet n Wild. I think that the idea of this is good, but I've just not had the best love affair when it comes to Wet n Wild products. I think that brush looks really nice actually. Not the, well, I do like the graphics, but the actual shapes of the hair and stuff looks really nice. The cheek products, or the blush palette also looks nice as well. But honestly, I don't find myself going into any drugstores right now. I don't go out unless I have to go out to work or something like that. So for me, it's probably going to be a pass, but I think it is a cool collection. And if I can maybe get it online or something, I wouldn't hesitate. I think it's cool. So next is talking about a new brand that's launching in the UK, and it's Lunabelle Cosmetics. This brand looks distinctly like Bombshell Cosmetics in the US. The graphics alone are just very interesting, but I guess it's not. I guess it's a completely different brand. Who knows? Either way, I'll be interested to see what they come out with. It's interesting that they're already looking for people to like a PR search, and they haven't even launched yet, but we're gonna just keep pushing. Juicy Vibes is coming out with Juicy Dolls eyeshadow palette. This looks pretty basic, like a warm neutral palette. I think it's fine. There are 3 glitters in here, so do keep that in mind, but if you don't mind glitters, I don't see why this would be a bad palette. Just for me, I'm not a huge glitter person. As I said before, we have quite a few more hydro liners, or pastel liners if you will, and these are UV pastel liners from Colourtory Cosmetics. And they are coming out with the more singled version, like the way that Suva Beauty has it. Yeah, there are an obscene amount of indie brands coming out with these UV liners. I swear there has to be a deal at these manufacturers or something, because otherwise I don't get it. Drench Cosmetics is coming out with the Ocean Oasis palette, and for me, the one reason why I decided to talk about this palette is that shade in the bottom right hand corner. Beautiful. Beautiful. Everything else, boring, whatever. But that one shade, beautiful. Next we have some more new products coming from Playing by Yolanda, Playing Makeup by Yolanda, and she's now come out with a brow pomade. There are 4 shades, light brown to brunette, so if you are a lighter skin toned person, most likely you're gonna have lighter skin toned hair. You're gonna have lighter hair. These shades are just not gonna work for you. They're very deeper toned colors. Either way, I don't need another brow product. I'm actually trying to get rid of brow products, trying to use up my brow products. I have a pomade, 2 kits, and a pencil thing that I'm giving to my best friend whenever I can get my life together and collect all the items and send them to her. So for me, this is not something that I need right now, but I will say I wouldn't be opposed to bringing in a black owned brow pomade to my collection. My other pomade is actually in Dion too. It's from Christina and Cosmetics. Next we have Eternal Makeup, and they have come out with a new palette, and this is called the Eternal palette. The packaging is beautiful. I really do enjoy the packaging. I think the color scheme actually isn't half bad either. It's just not something that I truly need, but I think it's actually pretty, and it would be interesting to see if anybody has reviewed it, and if so, what they say, because the color scheme is beautiful. You have a beautiful green, a purple, a pink, blues, and some neutrals as well for those who are just very interested in neutrals. Next, from Yas Glitters, they're coming out with a highlighter palette that contains 2 shades. It's supposed to retail for $25, and to my knowledge right now, that has not, oh yeah, it has been shown, and it's right here. It's okay. I mean, it looks like shades that I already have, so for me it's gonna be a pass, but it looks like a lot of people are enjoying this brand, loving this brand, so why not? KKW Beauty has sold quite a bit, and so now she is a billion-dollar brand, in case you're interested. Yeah. Lush Cosmetics is coming out with the new palette. This has a pressed glitter, neutrals, and some colors. I think Sunflower is a very beautiful shade. It's like a yellow with like a lime undertone to me. Very beautiful shade. Everything else is pretty normal shades, nothing crazy. The color scheme is okay. Easy pass for me, but I think that one shade is very pretty. Another UV activated cake liner release coming from Elsewhere Cosmetics, and this is a black owned brand, so always happy to hear that. And yeah, these look to be more neon-y shades, which I am down for, and I actually do really want some more cake liners. They are going to help me, so I actually might go ahead and pick up 1 or 2 from this brand or some other black owned brands that are coming out with these cake liners, because I actually was shopping around for those, or anticipating shopping around for them. You know how things work out or don't work out. Alrighty, McKenna Cosmetics has come out with a mascara. This is supposed to be dramatic volume, dramatic lash. Of cruelty-free, paraben-free, gluten-free. I love the fact that indie brands are really extending their range when it comes to the products. They're not only having eyeshadows and lip products, now they're extending to be able to do full faces. I'm really excited about this. I feel like in the next couple of years, I'm not gonna have to buy from these mainstream brands. I'm gonna be able to really I'm gonna really be able to like create a full look with just my eyeshadow or just from indie brands, and I'm really excited about that. Give Me Glow has come out with some new highlighters, and I think these highlighters are beautiful, but I don't need them. I don't. And it's that simple. They're pretty, beautiful, astounding, but I don't need them. MAC Cosmetics is coming out with a Power Glass Plumping Lip Gloss. First of all, let's talk about this brush. And then it's plumping. I don't need any plump to my lips. My lips are plump enough naturally, so your girl is good. But I think some of these colors are actually really pretty, and I wouldn't hate the colors, but I don't need the plumping, and the wand is creepy. It's creepy. It looks like a snake. No. So yeah. Yardie Couture Cosmetics is coming out with some new stuff. It looks like they're coming out, we don't know what they're coming out with. We've just seen a sneak peek, or have we seen it? We have seen it. Oh, okay. And it's an eyeshadow palette. It looks like it's all shimmer. Well, let me see if I can get some more details about it. Yeah, it's a 16 shade shimmer color story inspired by Paradise's most memorable shade. Well, this Paradise don't need no all shimmer palette. It does say shimmer on this cover, but I don't need that, so it's a pass for me. Now, last week I talked about Myali Beauty, which is the rebrand of oh, what's the name? Blush Tribe. There we go. This is the rebrand of Blush Tribe, and I don't get it. I don't get it. I've seen quite a few rebrands that have happened since I have been in the beauty community and really highlighting and focusing on indie brands. And typically what happens is the brand didn't think they would be so popular, so they wanted to rebrand for the name. Like Sydney Grace switched from Feather Over the Body to Sydney Grace because they wanted to have a name that really embodied them, and I think Sydney and Grace are like two of their daughters or something to that effect. Then you had Strobe Cosmetics, and they changed to something, and then you had there have just been, Menagerie Cosmetics changed from Makeup Monsters. So there have been so many different brands that have done this rebranding situation, but they've done it for a reason. There's been something where either their aesthetic has changed or the name is more significant to them. When it comes to this brand, Blush Tribe, switching to Myali Beauty, we have not been told or figured out what this significance has meant. Now, I do know that the owner is, I believe, Pakistani, and she lives in the UK, I believe, and so maybe her name's change is significant to her. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't gotten any information on that, but the color schemes are pretty much the same. Like it's not seeming like there's a huge difference. So now there are 4 different palettes launching from her very soon. You have the Yaya palette, the Ayubi palette, and the Yasmin palette. To me, they're all the same. There's clearly differences, but they're pretty much all the same. Then you have the one collaboration that they have sneak peeked. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. And it is with Bell. Child, I'm sorry. I can't. And the color scheme looks beautiful. Really, really beautiful. But it looks like what her brand has changed to now is doing a lot more of those bridal palettes that they were doing at the tail end of them being Blush Tribe. As of right now, I'm not rushing to buy anything from them. I have, I think, only kept 1 or 2 palettes from them since the like 5 or 6 that I had bought originally, just because you learn something, you know? Anyways, I am intrigued to see what happens to the brand, but as of right now, it's looking interesting. Cara Beauty is coming out with some face palettes. So one is a Bronze Goddess, which is more of a bronzy, both bronze like powder and then bronzy highlighter palette. And then she has one that's a blush palette with some blushy tones and some blushier highlights. These look pretty. I don't think I would get the bronze one because I probably couldn't use all the shades, but the blushy one doesn't look half bad, although the highlighters look very, very light. Overall, very, very excited about that. MAC and their collaboration with Tanaya Taylor has officially launched, and I think it's pretty. I wouldn't be mad if I could bring something into my collection, but I'm not dying to bring anything into my collection at the same time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the packaging is the best part of the whole collection, to be quite honest. Zoeva is coming out with new bronzers and finishing powders. I think this is cool. I think it's interesting that the finishing powders look like they run deeper than the bronzers, which is always disappointing. Always disappointing. They have a decent range when it comes to their foundations. And like I said, the finishing powders look deep as well, but the bronzers don't look deep, and I don't understand. Why aren't brands doing deep bronzers? I don't get it. So it's probably going to be a pass for me because it's probably going to be too light for me, but we're going to keep going. Sydney Grace has started their Christmas in July festivities. I won't be participating as I'm currently on a no-buy. But these are really, really good sales, and I would say go for it if you want to try Sydney Grace. One palette that they've sneak peeked is Chase Your Dreams palette. I think it's a pretty palette. You get some plums, some neutrals in there as well, but not anything that I'm dying for. Violet Voss has come out with a new palette, and this is their Sakura Blossom palette. And for me, this is a pretty palette. It really is. I think I could create really nice looks, but I think that this looks pretty similar to some palettes that I have. It looks like an extended version of my Huda Beauty New palette, and for that reason, it's gonna have to be a pass. Urban Decay is coming out with a Stoned Vibes palette, and regardless if this is glitter, well, this is glitter. I don't do glitter, so yeah, it's that simple. I don't do glitter. Alien Cosmetics is launching new loose highlighters. I'm not a huge fan of loose highlighters, but I just thought that these were really pretty colors, and just a really interesting highlighter shades, so I wanted to show you guys. I think if anything, I'd probably try Bone Fire Glow because I do like a peachy purpley highlighter. Beauty Spot Cosmetics is coming out with, looks to be 4 new palettes. These, they look okay. I think honestly, as crazy as it sounds, the one that's interesting me is the like bronzy one. I don't know why. I think it's the foils of the metallics just look really, really cool and interesting. But other than that, Easy pass for all of these. Oh my gosh. Am I almost done? Oh my gosh, I'm not almost done. This is insane. Why is there so much to talk about? Okay. Prissy by Princess is coming out with a buried treasure palette. This looks to be like an interesting neutral palette with like a twist with some colors. I think it's cool. I wouldn't hate to try this. This is only $10.99, but I'm not lusting after it either. Celestial Lashes is coming out with a new palette as well. This is their Chanita eyeshadow palette. They're pressed glitters, so easy pass. Gucci is coming out with bronzers, and I'm intrigued. I am very intrigued to see if any of the people that I follow specifically for like bronzer reviews actually do a review on this, because that dark bronzer looks intriguing. It looks like it's a nice warm toned reddish bronzer that might be dark enough. I don't know if it'd be dark enough for me in my summer shade, but maybe like my every other season shade. So I'm interested. I know Gucci hasn't done like a full line yet, but it seems like they're inclusive in what they do provide, so I am intrigued by that. Jouer has done a sneak peek, and it looks like they may be coming out with some eyeshadow duos or something of the sort. Who knows? Haven't got much yet. We will see. Ouija Cosmetics is coming out with a new eyeshadow palette. Pretty neutral with a very small splash of color. Easy pass for me. Shop Luxe Glow has a really pretty palette coming out, and this is called their Pretty and Paid eyeshadow palette. I think it's cute. I wouldn't hate owning this, and it is $29.99. The Diary Cosmetics is coming out with a Amorex 15 eyeshadow palette. I think the cover is a little much, but the inside is beautiful. It looks to have 2 pressed glitters, and if they didn't have those pressed glitters, I'd be more intrigued. But I do have palettes that are this color scheme, so it could be an easy pass for me. L&B Cosmetics, or Boutique and Cosmetics, is coming out with a new eyeshadow palette for August 2020. We haven't seen the actual inside, just a black and white photo, and I look forward to seeing that soon. Sydney Grace is also sneak peeked that they have 2 more eyeshadow palettes coming out for Christmas in July, and they are both, one's for lighter skin tones, one's for darker skin tones, and they're both bronzy brown palettes. I have a bronzy brown palette, so I just don't need it, but very cool if you are interested. Makeup Forever is coming out with a multi-use concealer that is full coverage, a whole bunch of other claims. For me, I don't need that much concealer. I like using concealer just to add variety and like depth in my look, but I don't need full coverage, so easy pass for me. Makeup is My Life Cosmetics is coming out with an eyeshadow base. Once again, I'm just very excited for these indie brands that are coming out with extending their range of products that they have available. I'm really enjoying that, and maybe later on I will try their base as well. Silver Beauty has come out with a new liner in which they literally smushed white and black of their Silver Beauty Hydra liners together. I think it's a cool idea, but what happens when you finish the middle and they're no longer smushed together? Then you have to like it just and then knowing me, I would like mix them, and I just didn't want to. There's so many different things that could happen that have no business happening, so it would have to be a pass for me, because I just have no business playing with something that is that complex. Lucky Lash Cosmetics is coming out with an eyeshadow palette, and it looks like it is like car themed. I don't get it, but you know, wait and see, I guess. Or maybe it's not car themed. Maybe it's an eyeshadow palette. I don't know. I'm assuming it is, but who knows? Who really knows? Makeup Maniac is sneak peeking that they have a new palette coming out, and it is a strawberry lemonade themed, this could be very, very good. Very, very good. So I'm excited, and it looks like it's only available in like a box. Maybe it'll release separately after. I don't know. But I am very, very intrigued about that eyeshadow palette. Another one of these UV or these water activated liners is coming up from Shop Fleeky Cosmetics, and this is a black owned brand. And yeah, we will see. I think we're rounding out to the end at this point, which is happy. Rita Dill Feel has come out with highlighters that are available now for $32. This is a brand I've said every time I talk about them, I am very intrigued. Just has not been the right moment, but hopefully soon there will be the right moment for me to try this brand, because I am very, very intrigued. Terra Moon Cosmetics is coming out with more matte single eyeshadows. I think that some of these shades are really, really pretty. I think those purples, I think all of these shades are pretty, to be honest, and I think I would be happy to bring them into my collection, but I don't reach for my singles as much as I wish I did, so I don't want to bring in something like this. The Beauty Dame is coming out with a limited edition South Bronze eyeshadow palette. This looks to be all matte, and it's available currently for pre-order if you want it for $24. Because the palette looks all matte and just flat, it's going to be an easy pass for me. And that is it. Whoo, child, I'm so tired. Like, sitting in this chair talking has literally taking my breath away. I need to get it together. I have to go to work tomorrow for a full day, not a half day, a full day. So I need to get it together. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Overall, I feel like I'm not as in love with anything as much as I have been in the past couple of weeks. The past couple of weeks I have been like seriously debating if I really needed this no buy. And this week, although there are some things that are interesting and I wouldn't hate to have in my collection, there's nothing that I'm like, I need it now, which is good. So, oh yes, there is. There's the one palette from Dime Cosmetics, but I can wait for that. But I do want that palette. But yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.